personal self is the temporary self. That is the personality, is the construct of who we are. And then we have what is called the I am presence, right? The I am presence, the eternal presence that is always is and shows up, through us as well and is the trueness of who we are.
Welcome to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, where world-changing spiritual entrepreneurs come to deeply awaken the power within to bring forth their greatest purpose, while enjoying being in tune with all life and real wealth in all aspects of their lives. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman.
And welcome, everybody. I'm so grateful to be connecting with you today. We have just kicked off this incredible event, Become a Spiritual Rockstar in 2025. And today I'm going to be talking about what I feel are some of the keys to being a spiritual rock star in 2025 and beyond. Now, we have many speakers that are coming in, doing individual interviews along with the roundtables. The soon to become famous roundtables, I want to say, that we'll be doing to allow yourself to tune in and see what wisdom you're needing to embody in the new year to take your whole next evolutionary leap as a spiritual rock star, to become that spiritual rock star you're meant to be, to shine at the next level and to expand. So today I'm going to key on some of the things I feel are key to the new year in the backdrop of everything that's happening, and invite you to step into these three keys I'm going to talk about to becoming a spiritual rock star in 2025. Now, again, this isn't a comprehensive list. This is just some keys that I am having you focus in on that I believe can make some of the bigger differences that you could possibly have in this new year. Okay, so with everything going on, again, we have, as of today, this is like right in the moment, so it's not a way pre-recording. Like, this is literally on a Monday morning you're getting this, or I'm transmitting it to you and you're getting it at some time today. And we have things going on. We've got an election that's ended here in the US. We've got a president coming in. We can have all different kind of ideas about that. We can be in about good or bad about our thoughts about the person and the new things that'll be happening. And so I think, all viewpoints are valid. They have some validity anyway. They have something that is usually a truth pointer. But I think the thing that blinds us is that, again, we aren't looking for all the truth. We tend to selectively look for our truth, myself included, because of the nature of our individual minds. We selectively are looking for certain truth. But when we cultivate the spiritual rockstar point of view on things, we're able to see things from many angles and directions. We may still have beliefs, we still may have preferences, we may still have whatever is our personal self. Our personal self is the temporary self. That is the personality, is the construct of who we are. And then we have what is called the I am presence, right? The I am presence, the eternal presence that is always is and shows up, through us as well and is the trueness of who we are. So it can see through all that. So the more we can stand in that I am and see infinite perspectives, that's going to be huge. And so that'll be one of the keys coming up. But I'm giving you a backdrop. And now also we have things like wars and LA fires and just things that, yeah, just open your heart and just have you feel the sense of maybe heartbreak, but it's a heart opening, a heart opening. And I feel like that's what all these things happening are for us. Everything is for us rather than against us. And the more we can have that, perspective, then we will be forwarded in this year. The people that are going to continue to expand and prosper more this year, or have breakthrough prosperity this year and beyond, are going to be the ones that decide it's time for that to happen for them and those they're here to help and to expand and serve, as well as healers, coaches, spiritual leaders, etc. Whatever labels we may use, business leaders, whatever it is. But we are here to expand as the infinite beings that we are here in this space. in the new year, and we have all these opportunities. We're being told like everything's exponentially happening when it relates to things like technology, for example. So we do have the opportunity to infinitely expand. I feel what we are seeing in our world is pointing to the opportunity we have as well, that we are much more exponential than what we realize. It's hard to see that sometimes when we're dealing with our day-to-day fears and our personal minds and dealing with the sense of the TikTok time of our lives, like we got to do this, now we got to do that, and I don't have too many choices here. I got to take care of things, and all those ideas come in, and really they're not as true as they seem. They're not as true as they seem at a minimum. We have so many choices, we have so many opportunities. There's infinite possibilities available to us in any given moment or situation. Even if we were to subtly shift this way or that way, there are all these different opportunities as we have those awakened moments. So, how can you prepare yourself, given all the chaos and turbulence going on?
Do you want to meditate and make money? Let it be simple. Let it be easy. Let it be fun. Go to yoursacredpurpose.com and get your free Meditate Make Money meditation today.
I'm going to be talking about that here through these three keys. I already gave you a bunch of keys, but I'm going to, again, all the ones I'll give you, I believe, pretty much relate back to what I've already been beginning to talk about. So now, if you're wanting to see more opportunities manifesting into the new year and expand and deepen spiritually and all those things, one of the things I would recommend is to become more aware of the infinite power and intelligence you are and utilize it. Utilize it. So we are that infinite space and awareness that we sense into when we meditate, when we get connected through our yogic practices, if you do that, or through the Tai Chi or the Qigong or whatever it is, we get connected. We get connected in so many different ways, and within that connection is the access point to infinite intelligence and power in ways that can be more tangible, more felt. And so when we have access to that, we can dial up our intuition, we can dial up our manifestation powers, but we have to cultivate that. So I see dramatic changes for people when they commit themselves to new practices. Maybe it's meditation, maybe it's prayer practice, maybe it's both. And that's consistent, that takes it to another level. I had one client, for example, was having a lot of energetic psychological issues. And the reason is the meditation practice wasn't there in part. So as she went to the thrice time per day, 3 times per day meditation practice, she started to feel completely different, totally transformed her state of being. Same thing can happen for you. Meditate first thing in the morning when you get up. Right after you eat lunch, like eat lunch right afterwards. If you have a lunch or whatever, that middle meal is, or that first meal, if you're intermittent faster, then, one time, before you go to bed at night. So you find your own amounts of time and all this sort of stuff, but a standard practice that's worked really well for a lot of people is to start with 5 to 10 minutes for each round. And then, ultimately, if you go to 20 minutes or more, that can be very, very beneficial to you. So it's not, again, this is not the only way. There's so many more things to access that and to unleash those abilities. And that's why, you may not know me so well. I might be new to you even. And so the truth is I help healers to stand in their power and stand in those powers, unleash their intuitive, psychic, healing, and sales powers so they can manifest six figures in 6 months or less, for example. Like, yeah, that's an elevator pitch. And the truth is that's part of what I do. That is the ultimate of what I like to do for the right people that are wanting to rock it out, in that particular way in the world. One of the ways I help people to do that is to step into their infinite power and intelligence that they have. And one of the ways I help them to do that is through what I'm talking about already, but also through the ability to harness those divine gifts. So this is all under that same key. And one of the ways I do that is, yes, through meditation. I talk about that and doing inquiry practices, but also through what's called energy scanning. So this capacity we have to tune into things and tune into other people, we can utilize it to scan ourselves, scan our own energy, our chakras, our energetics, and also to scan other people's energetics and tune in to see what's unfolding there and see what gifts, treasures alive there that we may not have been aware of. And also to tune in specifically on what's happening with people's energies that may be keeping them stuck or restricted or in pain in their life or in disaster cycles, same patterns where things just keep happening. As we utilize these abilities, we can flip the energy utilizing our energy clearing practices that we have. Many of you may have them already, but I also teach channel prayer. I'll do an example of that at the end of this transmission, this presentation. And so from that space, we're able to clear it, so we tune in and then we clear, tune in, clear, tune in, clear. We open up more expansion. And it deepens you into the infinite space. It allows things to unfold in ways that delight us, that flow for a higher and greater experience of yourself as an infinite being here on the planet. Unless you want to stay with the contraction stuff, which there's people that want to continue down that path. That's fine. And people who are going to continue to even descend perhaps further into that darkness. And that's their path for whatever reasons. That's the journey they're on currently. I think, most of us would prefer to expand though, right? That's why you're here. So as we do that, as we allow ourselves to gain those infinite powers, all kinds of things are available. And, through energy scanning, for example, it's a way of harnessing that ability, deepening yourself spiritually, utilizing techniques and capacities through tune into the capacities through the techniques that I share, and we'll put in a link for you to learn more about that, within below this presentation that I highly recommend you check out. I'll also put in a link for my meditate, make money meditation as well. It's my free gift that consistently people find helps to support their energy with money and spiritually, and helps them to, I have had people say they help them grow their business, like just listening to that each day. So when you get centered, you tune in to the infinite intelligence and power that you are able to draw from that and experience a greater good. And it feels good. The biggest thing is it feels good. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so that's that one. And the last thing I'll just say about that is it allows you to serve people in the world better. You're able to see what's going on faster and quicker. And I talk about with energy scanning, you can offer energy scans to people and, for free or paid. You can do it for paid too, and diagnose something, then offer a solution. I can do coaching and healing and whatnot on the issues that you have. And it's a it's a fantastic thing. And so you'll see that if you click on the link below this presentation. Okay, so the second one I wanted to get to today is around being bold. I find one of the challenges many people who could be spiritual rock stars have is they're holding back on their visibility as spiritual beings, as healing beings, and they're not being bold enough to put themselves out into the public with their divine gifts. So we have to be bold in 2025. We have to decide to show up and trust the gifts that we have. That's again, I do think about the energy scan training with that. It helps you to trust your gifts and start to share them. But even on your own, just like what gifts you have, but you have to learn to trust them. Some of you may not know all the gifts you have, but you have an idea some of your divine gifts, and start sharing those in this next year to make it a priority. Put up your vision boards, put up your maps, make a decision, just do it, get it scheduled. Decide, you're going to go through the lens of being bold to make your decisions in 2025. I've never seen anybody do bigger impact that everybody says they want to do by not being bold. You have to be bold. There's no choice. There's no choice but to be bold. You have to be bold. You got to be, yes, you have to make a commitment to expanding, to making that bigger impact that everybody, oh, I want to serve more, I want to do bigger impact. You have to be bold then, because the reason why you're not doing bigger impact is because you're not being bold enough. That's probably, I mean, I would say just in terms of having an impact, that's the number one reason why is you're not being bold enough. You're not being courageous enough. You're not allowing yourself to just trust yourself and to just be bold, even if you don't have confidence, to just go ahead and do it anyway. I feel intimidated. I can't speak on those stages. I can't talk to these certain people that I could be partnering with. I can't do whatever. You have to be bold. And that's the only way that I've been able to get to where I've gotten to on my journey over, from what, 2006, I got online and generated, 6-figure years for 15 years. It's going to be 15 plus, I guess, now going into this year. So, in multi 6 figures. So it's been because of the boldness that I've shared, that I've come from, I should say. I've come from that boldness. And every time I've seen more growth in my business and in my life, it's when I decided to be more bold. Okay, I've been thinking about doing this thing. That's it. I've just got to do it. No more thinking about it. Just go for it, whatever it is, whether it was, you know, looking for my life partner, whether it's, taking the business to another level or offering energy scan trainings out into the world and deciding I'm gonna serve 100,000 people with these energy scan trainings, or whatever it is, all the things that I'm saying yes to, um, that have come into fruition, that are coming into fruition, have happened because I decided to be bold enough. So we've got to be bold in order to see a greater manifestation in this new year. The last one I'm going to share with you is to love larger. Love larger. A lot of times, like, again, I'm a trainer, I'm an intuitive business coach, I'm a healer, I'm a channeler, I'm all these things. And one of the things is that allows me to be most effective in um, connecting with people, helping people, doing things that we call marketing and sales, words that trigger some spiritual people, is that, many people, is that if you're coming from a space of you want to love and it's about love, there should be no hesitation. That's how, Jesus, over there, that's Jesus was. This is how this one was, I imagine. They're coming from love. It's not, yeah, there might be a marketing plan to reach out and connect with people for sure. You need that. You need to do that. So you need to have some sort of plan, a little bit. Some of it's spontaneous. That's fine too. Have fun. Always a number one feature is to have fun, be in integrity, be fun, be in your personal power, be in your leadership, lead the way with love. And when you lead the way with love and also value what you do, in a business sense, you'll be able to thrive. And when you value who you are, you'll see better relationships in your life. People will treat you better, So there's so many, you'll have better health because you're taking care of yourself. So love larger, love yourself in a sense, more, not egoically, but I don't even mind a little bit of ego as long as you start to love yourself more, because all that'll dissolve as you deepen in your connection and wake up spiritually and love more. So let's not be afraid of the ego. The ego is, we have to love the ego. We have to love it all. We have to love the whole kit and caboodle here on earth. So when we see the ones we don't like, whether it's a Trump or it's a whatever, a Kamala or a Biden or this or that, we have to come from that space of love. And then from that, by loving larger, we can have new opportunities to ally with more energy and therefore more people, and more is possible in that collaborative spirit of the love that we are. So love larger. When you're wanting to give up on yourself or a relationship or your business or whatever, remember, there's an ache for love that wants to circulate through you, and people do want to receive your love. And so when you go to share something, your marketing, however you do it, assuming you're a healer or coach or something like that, that out there serving in that way, or you want to, just remember as you decided you're going to finally do it, you are going to take these steps this year. It's because you want to experience that ache in your heart that wants to love and impact people. You want to bring it out larger and bigger than ever before. And that will make you a super powerful leader and allow you to do incredible, marketing, incredible sales because you're just loving people so much in such a expansive space. People cannot resist that. When they feel your love, when they feel you care, they will want to connect with you and you will develop a relationship, a connection. And it's a matter of moving through your fears around all that too. If you have anxieties, oh my God, what if in this relationship, whatever it is, in your personal life or in a business, well, what if it goes wrong? This and that. Keep loving, keep living larger, loving larger, and everything that may come up is just an opportunity to deepen love. It's all an opportunity for that, and to deepen in your power as well. I mean, in that other key I gave around, into your power, the infinite power that you are. It's all opportunities for that. So just remember when you're like, well, I don't want to do sales, I don't want to do marketing. Do you want to love people? Yeah, yeah, I do. Okay, then look at it that way. Okay. You don't have to avoid the word marketing and sales anymore. Just say, I'm loving through marketing. I'm loving through what people call sales. I mean, if love isn't selling, then what is? Fear, right? If love isn't selling, then what is? Fear, right? Because if you believe in that dichotomy, that there's this sense of there's only love or fear, the Course in Miracles, teaching. If you believe that, then either one of the two is selling, uh, in terms of the personal self, especially as the experience. Yes, there's the infinite void and all that. Connection, it transcends all concepts and all energies, perhaps. And in our personal self, there's a sense of just love and fear. So, what's going to be selling today? Love or fear within you, within someone else's life? The more you can bring love forward and empower people, you're doing a service and they can work with you or not. I mean, whatever wants to happen. But as long as you brought your love forward and took a stand for them, for yourself, whatever it is, there's so many scenarios. You are being that spiritual rock star. You are you you've got the gold star, you got the whatever, I don't know, like you are being that one. You've got the illuminated heart, really. So anyway, I'm going to do a brief as I promised, I'm going to do a channel prayer. Again, if you want to check out more of my work, you can go to the Energy Scan Training Preview call, which is coming up next week. So you can check that out through the link below. If you want to check out my free Meditate and Make Money meditation, there'll be a link below for that as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this channel prayer. It'll just be a brief one, but I'll give you just a little flavor of this work that I do. And I'll be tuning into whoever's listening in a bit and just sending you the energy that perhaps you need a boost with right now. All right, so if you join me, if you get centered for a moment, when you're ready, take a nice deep breath. In through your nose, up through your crown chakra, up through your higher self, up to love, light, source, energy, up into the all in all. And as you exhale through your mouth, let this energy come back down through your higher self, down through your crown chakra, down through all your chakras, through visible body, through field, down through your feet, down through your root chakra, down to the core of the earth. So I speak these words in the I am for everyone listening to my voice. As I recognize God, love, life, source, spirit is all there is. I'm grateful for the infinite power and intelligence that I am that infinite intelligence, because source is that infinite intelligence and power. God is the infinite power and intelligence that's in all life. So I know I am that. I know the infinite source is wanting to give. It has that loving currency that wants to give to me. So I'm one with that currency and I want to flow with it. Source within me can be bold and courageous as I let it be so. It has its own genius to manifest anything from that energy. So I allow myself to be bold and courageous. I step into my infinite power and intelligence. I love more than ever before because I am that love. And so I want to experience that love that I am. And as I do so, I know I'm making a huge impact, a difference in people's lives, that people are awakening at a whole nother level, and new support, new help is coming to fearful situations, and people are coming together in love and in cooperation and support to bring empowerment to the consciousness that creates new conditions, new opportunities that never have existed before, perhaps on the planet or in my community or wherever the situation, this relationship, or in my health or wherever. But I am saying yes to who I truly am. I am infinite. I am the infinite substance of source God, manifesting, expressing myself, sharing the essence and divine gifts of who I am, and sharing, living, and loving large, being bold, fearless, and courageous, utilize the infinite intelligence, the power that I am, to activating more good that I'm harnessing in my relationships, in my health, in my finances, and in my career and business. And I'm grateful to say yes and say no, yes to the things I'm desiring, divine desires, and say no to the things that no longer serve me, that I'm saying no more on the things that are no longer serving, fear and demonizing and all those things. I'm allowing those things to be transformed through the love that I am, to see through it all, knowing that nothing can be harmed from the love that I am. Only more empowerment can happen when I stand in my power and in my love. I am most potent and powerful. So as I allow that to be so, I'm grateful that I'm making that bigger impact that I am specifically being asked to make in the world, and to shine as a spiritual rock star. As I do so, I'm grateful in advance for the new increase of vibrancy, joy, fulfillment, and freedom that I get to experience as the infinite being I am, becoming that spiritual rock star 2025, and filled with aliveness, filled with that currency, raising up the consciousness, raising up the energy for myself and those that I'm connecting with and serving, and I'm sharing at a greater level than ever before. And people are coming together around the world for greater causes than ever before. And I'm grateful to play my part and thrive infinitely, financially, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, at every level. I'm thriving. I'm thriving in the light. I'm thriving in the lightness and the power that I am more than ever before. And I'm ready to express and experience the power and expression of who I am at my next level this year. And I'm stepping into that faith. I'm stepping into that courage. I'm stepping into the boldness that I am. And I'm committed. I allow myself to write down that commitment right now and start making new decisions today that move me forward immediately. And every day I continue to do so and continue to thrive in this year and beyond, knowing it's making that huge difference that I desire for myself and for all. So let it be so, I let it be done, and I give gratitude in advance that it's already happening. Thank you, God, and so it is. Amen. Okay, all right. Well, if you've had your eyes closed and are taking that in, you can go ahead and just come back to this moment. And I'm just so excited to be sharing this entire event with you, all the speakers, the roundtables, and everything. Take it all in, let it all take you to the next level. And I'm just so grateful to have shared with you through this presentation today, and to share this entire event with you. And just can't wait to see you on one of the roundtables over the next few days. And I look forward to it. All right. And so I'll leave it there for now. And I'm just, again, extremely grateful. And just know that Source has got you covered as long as you show up for Source in your life every day. Right? Okay. All right. Lots of love. Bye for now.
For listening to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Stay tuned for our next upcoming new episodes each Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review to help us to serve you best. As a reminder, you can get your free Meditate and Make Money meditation at www.yoursacredpurpose.com to rock your sacred purpose. Goodbye for now, everybody.